Hey guys, Zendril here, and it's been a while since I've uploaded a battle. Really has been, I think it's been since, like, what, February? And I've been battling some more recently, and I wanted to post this. And the irony is that, this is a video of me, like, shaking off some battling rust, but I also had this battle, like, a while ago. I can't even remember. Anyway, this is with my good friend Gleam. I've battled him before on this channel, and this is one of our... We haven't had many battles in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. So, I'll link his channel, because he's got a lot of good Pokemon content, I think. I really like his content. He's a great friend of mine. Anyway, my team, this is shaking off the rust. My team is definitely not a very standard one. I've got a Pangoro, and I've got a Tentacruel. Tentacruel's not that bad, but it's just not used much. And his team, he doesn't tend to bring standard things very often anyway. So I felt like it would be a fun battle. It was just, hey, he asked me if I wanted to battle. I said sure, and we were both rusty. So let's dive right into the battle. I've got two Choice Banded users on my team, and one of them here is Dragonite. And he sends out his Caesar. Now, I went for the Outrage right away, because I thought he might want to switch out, fearing the Fire Punch, and I don't have the Fire Punch on this, Dragonite. I've got Outrage, Extreme Speed, Thunder Punch, and Superpower. And I figured that Outrage would hit anything. He had nothing. He had no fairy types. Well, no, that's a lie. He has a Togekiss. So looking back at it, it was a very risky play for me to go for the Outrage. But I figured that he doesn't have many things he would want to switch into it, or rather, that a lot of the things he could switch into it would take a lot of damage. I mean, that was just 2 Outrage hits, and granted, that was a crit. That really did a lot to the Skarmory, and he got up his rocks for free. I wasn't too concerned about that. I have a Tentacruel, I can just spin the rocks anytime I want, and I figured I really shouldn't stay in right now, because if I hit myself, they'll be bad, and he roosts for free. So we don't see the Rocky Helmet, nor do we see Leftovers, so we don't know what item he's running. Since he has Brave Bird, he may be running some sort of Sharp Beak set or something. He runs a lot of weird things. Tentacruel, I'm just gonna spin away the hazards, and if he wants to set them up again, that's fine. I mean, it really didn't matter much to me. And he sends in his Dragalge. That was a crit, but obviously it really doesn't make a difference. And let me just tell you, back in 5th gen, I'm sending up the Toxic Spikes because the logic is that he has to switch out in order to bring his poison type back in, so something might get poisoned, but it really probably wasn't a very good play of mine. I didn't have much else to do anyway. Anyway, I keep saying that. Back in 5th gen, we used Tentacruel for a Spidef spinner, or just a bulky spinner, and Tentacruel is a very specially defensive mon. So seeing it die to that Draco Meteor told me, 1, he's Choice Specs, and 2, Dragalge is strong with adaptability, and I mean really strong. To catch up, I sent in Celebi. I could have sent in Gardevoir because I knew at this point he was Choice Locked, but I wanted to send in Celebi to get my Stealth Rocks up. And Caesar is a pretty safe switch for him. I'm not running an offensive Celebi. I've got Stealth Rocks, Baton Pass, Substitute, and Giga Drain. His Skarmory comes in for free. And unfortunately I can't Baton Pass a sub away. I'm just going to hard switch here, because I don't really lose much. I didn't think he would want to switch out anyway. He gets the Roost off, but this is where not having Leftovers is going to hurt him a little bit, because he doesn't get back up to Sturdy. And I'm not choice banded, I'm sword stance, so I'm free to just set up a sword stance on him. Brave Bird's not going to do that much. I mean, he'll probably do like half. And he just defogs. I don't know if he wants to stay in or not, but I figured I could set up if he tries to set up his rocks. But I think it's honestly better for me that he didn't set up his rocks and instead he went for defog, because I can just set mine up again. But he can't he can't take them away now because his defogger is gone, unless he has like defog Togekiss, which wouldn't make sense. That Flare Blitz just killed. And Talonflame versus Talonflame. I don't know how much speed he's running on his Talonflame. I don't think my Sword Stance set has very much. I tend to run a fast choice band set, but my Sword Stance set, I don't think I had very much speed. So it was a risk on my part going in, staying in with Talonflame here, but I didn't really care. I mean, I didn't have much to switch into it to a Talonflame anyway, so I figured I would just risk it. Now with Vaporeon, I didn't want to risk anything because it could be defensive, and it's probably defensive actually, and I didn't want to lose my Talonflame, because if it did kill, then I would probably die to recoil damage, and if it didn't kill, he'd just kill me with a Scald. Celebi's a pretty safe switch in here. I just wanted to set up either set up rocks or set up a substitute, and I was pretty free to do either of them. And I opted to go for the substitute here. But unfortunately, I got burned by the Scald, so my longevity is going to be... well, I'm not going to be able to last much longer in here. Plus, he has a free switch into his Dragalge. I just go for my rocks. I don't want to switch anything in, even though I have a sub. I mean, if I wanted to, I could have baton passed safely to Dragonite. That could have been a good play, but I really wanted to get my rocks back up. And he breaks my substitute. Oddly enough, he goes for the Dragon Pulse instead of like the Sludge Bomb or anything, because I have nothing on my team that wants to switch in to a Sludge Bomb. And I mean, I have a Fairy type, so I don't think it's a very good smart move on his part to lock into Dragon Pulse. I send in Gardevoir, my Mega Gardevoir, I trace the adaptability, which really doesn't matter because I'm going to Mega Evolve next turn anyway, and he needs to get out of there. Knowing that he would need to get out of there, I didn't lose anything by predicting a switch, so I predicted his switch into Scizor, and I went for the Focus Blast. But he goes into the Togekiss. I guess that's just as good a play. I should really fix that Gardevoir. It has even HP. I should really fix that. I hit the Focus Blast. It's ×4 resisted. It really won't matter. And I guess it was kind of greedy on my part to try baiting in that Scizor and hoping to finish it. But that Scizor is going to be a threat because I didn't mention earlier, but based on that damage to Scizor turn 1, to Dragonite turn 1, that's likely choice banded. I could have stayed in and I could have Side Shocked to 2-hit KO, but I didn't want to get Thunder Waved. And Celebi has done its job this game. Celebi set up rocks, and it's not going to really have much use anymore, so I'm going to sack it here as Death Fodder. He goes for Air Slash. By doing this, I also got to see, with very little risk, what type of Togekiss it is, and it is a Paraflinch set. So very annoying. Now here I go into Wrath, my shiny Pangoro. Pangoro is the other choice band user. And I was kind of surprised in this turn because I didn't realize he would be faster, because I'm running a lot of speed on this Pangoro. And I didn't realize, one, that he'd be faster, and two, that he'd go for the Thunder Wave. I figured that his better play would probably be to go for the Air Slash or the Dazzling Gleam, since Dazzling Gleam I'm sure can take me out. I go for a Choice Banded Poison Jab. Surprisingly, it doesn't really kill. I mean, it's not stab, but Pangoro is kind of strong, and, well, I guess Togekiss is very bulky anyway. And I'm Choice Locked into Poison Jab. Luckily, I got the poison on the Togekiss. I don't know what would have happened if I didn't. I could have been in trouble. Who knows? I didn't switch out here even though I was Choice Locked into Poison Jab, because I was fine with sacking my Pangoro. Plus, I didn't think his Caesar would want to stay in and Bullet Punch. So it was kind of to see what he would send into a Poison Jab. And that does good damage to the Vaporeon. Like, that's nothing to be upset about, I think. Now I have the ability to send Kronos back in. Just this debating Kaito's name. Never mind. Choice Banded Outrage kind of hurts his team a lot now. Because now he only has Caesar, who's going to die to an Outrage, and he has Dragalge. But of course, this is a Choice Banded Caesar, and it's not going to go down without a fight, because it's going to Bullet Punch, and that actually killed. I was kind of surprised. I mean, I know Choice Banded Caesar is very strong, but the Dragonite's bulky, as we all know. And I go for the Brave Bird. I could have gone for Brave Bird, I could have gone for Roost. It really didn't matter at this point, because all he has left is Dragalge, and I just need to sack Talonflame to Dragalge, and then switch into Gardevoir in order to win the game. I mean, if I had gone for the Roost here instead, then I could just set up a Sword Stance in his face, and then sweep with Talonflame. But I wanted to get the kill with Mega Gardevoir, because Mega Gardevoir is pretty cool. Like, it's kind of bad. It's kind of bad that it has base 100 speed, but it is powerful. I like Mega Gardevoir personally. So yeah, he takes me down with the Sludge Bomb, and I don't really care because Gardevoir obviously outspeeds, and Psyshock's gonna kill. I think Hyper Voice would have killed anyway. Hyper Voice probably would have killed there anyway, but I don't want to risk anything. Just go for the super effective attack. And I win. That was a close 1-0 victory. So, I'm glad that I had a battle, because I've been wanting to get more battles lately, and I'm thinking of doing some Showdown live stuff. But I don't know exactly what I will do yet. And, I mean, I've been uploading just randomizer Nuzlocke parts a lot, so I wanted to put up a new battle, since I haven't put up a battle in a few months. So, see you guys next time.